inflation. Yes, we have some amount of this imported inflation problem, but our supply side is in good shape. Our core inflation, the underlying inflation of our system, is not a concern. I am not so sure about the West. Even if you did not have these immediate concerns, their economic systems simply are not in a position to grow at any rapid rate without being able to generate other forms of inflation, whether they have shortages like in the UK, even the US, there are shortages of manpower in skilled areas, including truck drivers in many cases. So I'm just pointing out to you that the supply side matters.
The supply side matters. In the Indian context, therefore, do you think inflation has peaked out?
Well, domestically driven inflation has peaked out. Core inflation has peaked out. But can I make some statement about what will happen to energy prices abroad? No. Will we be immune, given that we are a major importer of many commodities? Are we immune to global trends? No. There will also perhaps be some turbulence to food prices given the droughts around the world. And even in India, we have had uneven rainfall.
And heat waves which have impacted wheat production, for example.
Yes, and we have comfortable food stocks at home, but we can't be immune to what will happen in the rest of the world if China suddenly needs to buy a large amount of extra rice. So, point I'm making to you is we are not immune to the rest of the world. Disruptions in production, say in Europe, from blackouts over winter, for example, that will have an impact on us. I mean, we import chips and all kinds of parts and machinery from, say, Germany and other parts of Europe. Those could get disrupted. So what I'm trying to say is we are a part of the world. We cannot be immune to that. But let me say that India is part of the solution. Our supply side has been consistently supplying to the rest of the world things that it needs, whether it's, of course, the vaccines and pharmaceuticals is something, of course, we saw during the COVID period. But I think we will increasingly find that, the deployment of Indian products and services is a key part of tempering inflation in the world, not just in India. I mean, many of the things are many of the back offices now, increasingly middle offices, even front offices are being outsourced to India from the West, particularly Western Europe. That is key to keeping their costs going. I mean, airlines like Lufthansa and British Airways and all these airlines couldn't keep going unless they had large back offices here in India.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.